So you really have to have a select committee in the Congress and a special office in the White House to really master all this information and unpack it, and then take the action to stand down these malicious programs. And that is going to be a very heavy lift and a very dangerous operation.
The only way you're going to get to it is somebody at that executive level that says enough is enough, cut the money off, bring these people in, let's go.
Maybe just give them a threat, a very light threat. Let them know, like, this is not to be talked about any further. And if you do, something can happen.
You're either on the side of the law or you're not. And if not, which we can prove they are, you strip them of all that cover.
All we need is one to be accurate. And this whole concept of UFO crash retrieval non-existing completely falls apart.
They're doing stuff for spite, they're doing stuff to protect certain individuals or certain industries, and it's detrimental to all of us.
Oh yeah, people are all talking about World War III and all that. Well, you know, if we don't change the trajectory we're on, we're going to be in a big problem. Nobody with any sense wants fortune and glory dealing with this. That's the mistake that they all make.
Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. Blake Cousins along with my brother Brent. We've got a lot of UFO videos.
I look like it. Hey, what is that, bro? Dude, I don't know about a cell phone tower, Monk. Monk, I don't think it's a cell phone tower, bro.
Good to be with everybody tonight. We've got the UFO videos for you tonight, and we've just showed you just the tip of the iceberg with regards to the phenomenon, what's happening right now.
Dude, I've never in my life seen anything do what it's doing. Wait, you should come look at my phone. I can't stop this. I've never seen any cell phone tower do what this is doing. You sure, bro? That is a spaceship. Wait till you see this shit. Because if that's a cell, then where's the other one at? No, the cell phone towers are over there on that side, down to that end. Yeah, those are cell phone towers. What the fuck is that? I have never seen anything like that, bro. That thing's like scanning us and uploading us. It's just hovering. Are you 100% that that's a, dude? Okay. Wait do you see this shit? This is wild, dude. Is nobody else looking at this thinking that's weird? Ain't nobody else here. Yeah, you kind of got a good point there. We are kind of the only, dude, that is a triangle. And it is doing something. Alright.
Well, we just heard it. This guy's saying it's not a radio tower, and it's good to be with everybody from around the world. We got the brothers back. I'm back from Turkey. We're here on the Hollywood Hills, and this video just came in, and we're looking at it, and it's insane. A triangular-shaped craft. We had to just let it roll raw just for a little bit. The guy put out some profanity, but hey, you can hear it in their voices. They don't know what the heck's going on above their heads. Brent's here. What's your thoughts? We've got a lot of UFO videos in this episode, so buckle up. Yeah, Blake, welcome back. We're looking at something kind of strange. He does ask the question, though, is this a cell phone tower? And he does point and move the camera to the other direction, and he does point out that there is actual other towers in the area. He says those are them right there. But then he pulls back right there to the whole other part of the scene, and he gets this in frame, and he says this looks triangular, and he see these lights kind of bouncing around this triangular shaped craft. You can almost see the whole of the craft as the refraction of lights indicate that there's something there. It's a solid object, and it's definitely Some people might say the infamous Tier 3B, but this one just looks a little different, if you ask me. Is it something otherworldly is the big question, or is it one of ours? That's what Third Phase Moon's here, to crack that code and bring it to you. Like I said, a lot of UFO videos in tonight's episode, and we're happy to be with everybody from around the world. Where are you chiming in from? Now roll the next one.
¿Qué es eso? ¿Lo alcanzan a ver? ¿Qué se hizo? Ahí. No sé qué es. Voy a parar a filmar. Un dron me parece, por lo que veo. A ver. ¿Lo ven? Ahí se ve clarito, miren. Camino La Verdén.
All right, we're going to roll this one more time, and the question is, what is going on in Argentina? There's so many sightings from that region over the past few weeks, and this one I like. It's happening during dusk, so it's not quite dark, and you can see this illuminated object as it descends down upon the trees, and the mother and the daughter, or whatever, they're pulled over on the side of the road. They decide to pull their camera out and start shooting whatever this illuminated object is. It almost looks like a disc right there, and you can see the refraction of light on the water. But again, could this be some kind of conventional drone? Brent, what's your thoughts? Yeah, this is a good footage. I like the way she actually rolled down the window to get a better vantage point, so there's no obstruction of what she's trying to capture. This is cool, and we're seeing this light, pure energy of light, descending to the ground. Could this be a drone? I'm not sure, but look, she's rolling down the window just to get a better look at this thing, coming down to Earth. What's amazing is that people are just submitting these videos and putting it up to social media to get the word out, because they're having the questions across this planet. Is this otherworldly, or is this something conventional? I want to get your thoughts right now. We're coming in from the Hollywood Hills. Where are you tuning in from? Again, a lot of videos just into Third Phase of Moon. This one, now, it has us thinking, what the heck is going on? Watch this. Coming out of Russia. Right, this video lasts for some time, so we're gonna give our take on what we're looking at, and it's broad daylight sighting. And what's interesting, over the past few weeks, the Boogosphere, Colombia, it's been lighting up with these metallic orbs. Now they're being seen. Just a couple nights ago, we shared with you coming out of Japan, the same phenomenon of these. What are they? Are they just drones from another world keeping an eye out? The means of propulsion is non-existent in this video. Brett, quickly. Yeah, this one's interesting. This is now being seen over Russia, and this is a video we're looking at, but we got more videos to share right now, so smash that thumbs up. Let's roll this next one. Right. Once again, people driving at the same time while filming UFOs. It's pretty tricky, but we're seeing two in this shot, and it's interesting. It's not always easy to capture these things, especially while driving, but what we're looking at is more important, and we're looking at something that people might call the biologics, and we've been talking about biological UFOs for quite some time here. Or these just simply balloons caught up. And again, we're going to get some close-ups on this thing. And there's just a vibe about it that just seems off. It doesn't seem normal in our opinion. That's why we're sharing it with you. But then we also want to get your comments of what do you think these things are? And that's something we need to consider. These UFOs, they come in all shapes and sizes. We're going to get a close up here. Brent managed to kind of get the better parts of the video. But Brent, what do you make of these things? Yeah, we just had videos like this submitted to us a couple weeks ago, and people had a lot of opinions on what they were looking at. But these are kind of the same kind of objects. We see all these kind of, attachments. Could they be balloons merely that simple? I'm not sure, but we're looking at something. Somebody sent this to us at Third Phase, and they said, "What's your thoughts, guys?" And that's why we're putting it out on a daily basis. We're just here like you guys, looking at the phenomenon. No, as I'm looking at this closer, they do stay in really close proximity. They're not deviating from their trajectory from one another. They seem almost like they're in a tandem flight pattern. So if these were random balloons, you'd think that they'd almost swerve off in different directions and be more undulating. And it's kind of interesting. These things seem that they're kind of locked in, that they almost have like drone capabilities, and that's very strange. The dynamics of it just seems a little off of normalcy. So that's why we're sharing it with you. Biological life forms of unknown origin living amongst us as we speak right now and being captured by the public. Guys, what's your thoughts on that? And that's a big question right there for you. Now, again, a lot of videos into Third Phase. Roll the next one. So like we said, the phenomenon continues with these metallic spherical objects that are being seen worldwide with no means of propulsion. Now, once again, another country has put up a video, somebody lucky enough to witness the phenomenon. Hopefully people out there that are watching, you've seen it. We know they exist. Brent, your thoughts coming out of China this time. This is crazy. Yeah, we have the South American region kind of littered over the skies. People are capturing this on a daily basis, the sphere. And now we just dropped one from Russia that was captured, I think, just a couple days ago. And this one just came into us today out of China. And we're looking at, again, the phenomenon. What's making these things tick? What's the propulsion behind what we're looking at? This is, pretty much the exact duplicate of what we've been seeing over the past month. And the behavior of these objects, they seem to be, it just seems to be matching, that they're all coming from, or basically they're all the same objects, and they're everywhere. As we're looking at this, some of the debunkers or somebody that's skeptical will state that this is some kind of possible like just a sphere tied with a string with a drone being obscured from the shot, so we're not seeing the drone carrying this sphere. I don't think so. This one's so much off in a distance, you would think you would see the drone coming into picture frame. Whatever this is, I think has its own propulsion. There's no drone above it tied up with a string, in my opinion. I think the Bugosphere and these spheres that we're seeing, there's something going on the inside, and that's what we need to crack. What's going on? What's making these things tick? That's where we're going to get answers to a lot of things. Now, again, a lot more stuff into Third Phase. Take a look at this, guys. So again, captured security cam, and the video's still rolling. I'm just watching this as this orb again seems to be very interested in this neighborhood. Actually, there is 2 orbs if you watch the video closely, but it's taken off right now. And in just a few moments, I think this runs for approximately 1.5 minutes, but when I speed up the video, it really gives an indication of the surveillance of these unknown objects over neighborhoods around the world. They're watching us. What the purpose is, I'm not exactly sure, but take a look at this. I sped up the video, and there, look at that. It comes down, and then another one appears, and then it seems maybe it's been searching for what went down. Was that a crash that just happened? Let's watch that again. Okay, one went down right there, and then another one appears, and it seems like it's almost in search, and then it's like, okay, and then it takes out. That's incredible footage that we're looking at. Now we're just gonna roll it. This whole event took place for a matter of a minute or 2. Yeah, I really like this. It reminds me of the escort that dropped off something right there in the neighborhood, and then the scout ship said, okay, you're on coordinates, and I'm going to take you off, and whatever mission you're doing it. Okay, here's the first orb that approaches and dips off in the neighborhood, and look at it. It just goes behind the homes there. This is impressive. The security cam footage is off the hook and capturing the phenomenon because it's 24/7 and all these millions of homes. This is amazing. Look at it as it goes over the tree line there. I like this footage a lot. I'm sure there's so many videos of the phenomenon that would blow people's minds, and they're still yet on these security cameras that people aren't checking what's going on above their skies. Smoking gun stuff. And again, this is interesting videos that have just been coming in. It's good to be with everybody. We've got one more video, I think, coming in. Breaking news. Watch this.
Ini hari ini paling sadis. Bersiap na.
Ini kami pantau dari posko Bokang.
Yep, Mother Nature once again showing its power. Indonesia just had its own Krakatoa today. And again, nothing to do with UFOs, but again, this is a seismic event beyond belief. And we'll see what happens in the next few days, but the world's active. There's a lot of things going on. And again, interesting times here. But the video tonight, I want to bring that one up. Can you bring up that one video that we opened up? This one's a good one. A lot of stuff.
I look like it. Now, what is that, bro? Dude, I don't know about a cell phone tower, Monk. Monk, I don't think it's a cell phone tower, bro.
Again, you could hear it in their voices. They're seeing something. It sounds like they're familiar with territory. They know what should be there and what shouldn't, and what shouldn't be there is this.
Dude, I have never in my life seen anything do what it's doing. Wait, you should come look at my phone. I can't stop this. I've never seen any cell phone tower do what this is doing. You sure, bro? That is a spaceship. Wait till you see this shit. Because if that's a cell, then where's the other one at? No, the cell phone towers are over there on that side, down to that end. Yeah, those are cell phone towers. What the fuck is that?
You know, incredible video. And what's incredible too is the documentary that's about to drop and change everything. Asymmetric Disclosure. It's going to make its worldwide presence, and it's available. The Genius link is in the description. You could pre-order it right now, and then June 24th, the world's going to be a different place. There's a lot of things on the table right now. Is World War III on the cusp of, something that humankind might not want to see? Could disclosure bring closure to this and give us a whole new world. Everybody, Asymmetric Disclosure is coming out. Check out that link, that genius link in the description.
So you really have to have a select committee in the Congress and a special office in the White House to really master all this information and unpack it, and then take the action to stand down these malicious programs. And that is going to be a very heavy lift and a very dangerous operation.
The only way you're going to get to it is somebody at that executive level that says enough is enough, cut the money off, bring these people in, let's go.
Maybe just give them a threat, a very light threat. Let them know, like, this is not to be talked about any further. And if you do, something can happen.
You're either on the side of the law or you're not. And if not, which we can prove they are, you strip them of all that cover.
All we need is one to be accurate. And this whole concept of UFO crash retrieval non-existing completely falls apart.
They're doing stuff for spite, they're doing stuff to protect certain individuals or certain industries, and it's detrimental to all of us.
Oh yeah, people are all talking about World War III and all that. Well, you know, if we don't change the trajectory we're on, we're going to be in a big problem. Nobody with any sense wants fortune and glory dealing with this. That's the mistake that they all make.